If you are about to apply for YouTube monetization, please wait, because there are recent updates to monetization setup on YouTube, and I'm going to be reviewing to us right now four things you need to quickly check out on your channel before going ahead to click on that apply now, because lately a lot of creators are getting rejected for just mere reasons. And now, do not get me wrong, it's not because of reused content or even inauthentic content. No, these are just some common mistake that we make sometimes here on YouTube. When I was even applying mine in 2024, it affected me so bad. So try your best to make sure to pay attention so that you can be able to know where exactly or what exactly to fix before clicking on that apply button. Okay, and with that much being said, let's dive straight into the video. So now, the very number one thing you need to go ahead to check out before applying for the YouTube partnership program is your channel country and your AdSense setup. You see, this particular one, it has cost a lot of people their monetization, because it might look small but it's actually very very mighty. If you make mistake with your AdSense setup, it takes a long time for you to rectify it, and sometimes you cannot even rectify it. Okay, so now here is what you're going to do before you apply for YouTube program. Go ahead and check out your channel country. Let's assume that you are a creator in Nigeria. You know, sometimes we come across videos here on YouTube telling us to go ahead and select US audience or London audience so that you can get views from them, which is not 100% truth. If you like, go ahead and set up your audience as UK audience. You're not going to get audience like that, because YouTube does not work that way. It's your content, your kind of content, that is going to bring the right audience to you. That is, if you're looking for those kind of viewers. So if you're in Nigeria and you set up your channel, that is your account as UK, go ahead and change it before you apply for the partnership program, because it's going to somehow reflect when you want to do your verification later on. Okay, so and for you to fix that is very very simple. Go over to your YouTube studio.com, then go to your country and just select the right country you are in. If you're in Ghana, select Ghana. If you're in Nigeria, select Nigeria. If you're in UK, select UK. Okay, then after that, when it comes to your AdSense filling, before you apply, what I advise my direct students, make sure that every single details you're going to be using for your AdSense is correct and intact. Because one thing is, while setting up your AdSense, if you make mistake, it's usually hard to correct. I've had students that had to wait for like 3 months for AdSense to finally get back to them. It happens like that sometimes. So what you would want to do is make sure that any name you want to use for the legal document you want to submit, just like your NIN, your bank details, make sure it's exact same name you're going to be using to set up your AdSense. For example, my name is Chuku Joy Chiamaka. Now, if I want to open my AdSense account, that is the name I'm going to use. So that same name, I'm going to keep it and use it for my bank details and also my NIN. It must not change. It must be exactly the way it is, Chuku Joy Chiamaka, to and fro. Okay, then secondly, when setting up your AdSense, make sure that every information you fill there is correct. Make sure to use a post office for your address. Do not use a personal house address. Okay, so that you can be able to also use a postal code and get the right postal code as well. Okay, then after that, before you even go ahead to start creating AdSense, cross-check personally if you have any existing AdSense elsewhere. Or let's assume that while creating it, AdSense sent you a message that you have an existing AdSense and you don't even know how to go about it. What I'm going to advise you, pause that one you're creating and use someone else's information. I've been able to do this for most of my students. Let's say you're creating an AdSense and all of a sudden it got rejected, or it's saying you have AdSense somewhere. Maybe you created it out of mistake, because once you work with Google and maybe you've received payment 1 or 2 times, there is every chances that you've created AdSense, and on YouTube here it's one AdSense per person. So sometimes you might have AdSense unknowingly. So instead of panicking and trying to push further, just use either your sibling information, or if you're married, use your husband or your parents' information to set up your AdSense. Okay, it's 100% accepted here on YouTube. Okay. So now the second thing you need to pay attention to and check is checking out if your channel is advertiser friendly. This particular one affected me in 2024 when I recently monetized my channel. I had over close to 200 YouTube shorts, or like 150 YouTube shorts on my channel back then, and these shorts were going viral. But do you know one thing? I was only able to monetize like 50 or 40 shorts. YouTube literally told me that most of my shorts were ineligible for monetization, and I had that yellow dollar sign all through. That means those short videos, despite the fact that they were going viral at that time, I didn't make any money from them. So what I did ignorantly, now I started deleting the videos instead of making edits to some of them. So before you go ahead to apply, now this actually affected only my short but did not affect my long form. So this might also be your case. If you know that you are a type that you feel that, oh, your content is filled with copyright, let's say you manage, in fact, before you go ahead to apply, make sure to fix it. Okay, if you have copyright on your content, if maybe you have a video that has YouTube violation, just bring the video down, or better still, put it on private. So in essence, cross check your content before you apply, just for you to be safe and sure that it's going to be advertiser friendly. Any video here that has issue, YouTube cannot place ads on it and you cannot earn money. So you would want to be on the safer side by trying to get rid of them. And now one easier way to even check out if you have copyright video on your channel or not is by simply going over to your youtubestudio.com, then go to your content where your videos are. That is where your content, both videos and shorts. Go ahead and select the filter and click on copyright. That is where you'll be able to know, okay, these are videos that have copyright. But if you check there, there is nothing there, then your content is as well safe. So other things you can check out is, if you're a type that posts shorts, check out the music, because there are some sounds that might give you viral video that you will use to do your short videos, but you cannot monetize such kind of videos. So just make sure you cross check properly before going ahead to apply. Okay, then the third thing you can check out on your channel before going ahead to apply is checking out if you have any content that is being repeated twice on your channel, be it short or be it long form video. Is literally going to affect you. So if you're a type that you know that you might have maybe out of mistake uploaded a video twice on your channel, be it short, be it long form, get rid of it before applying for YouTube partnership program. I think in conclusion, just cross checking your channel for any repetitive video. Okay, then for the aspect of inauthentic issue or maybe reuse content issue, sometimes I feel these ones are beyond our knowledge and capacity, because most at times you might review your channel, even pay a tutor to review your channel for you, and you still apply for partnership program and you get rejected. So I think in all what we do, we just have to be sure that our content does not look inauthentic. The word inauthentic, if you apply for YouTube partnership program and YouTube tag your channel or your content as inauthentic, just know that they feel that your content is not looking human enough. That is, your content is looking fake, AI. That is too much AI. Let me not use the word fake. Your content does not really have this human emotional connection with your viewers. Is looking robotic in some kind of ways. So you just have to avoid it. That is why any niche category you're going to, this apply mostly to faceless creators. Make sure you pay attention to some certain details, your visuals, your storyline, that is your scripting aspects, the audio you're using to generate your content. These are some things you need to pay attention to before applying for the YouTube partnership program. Okay, so other stuffs are just getting your bank details ready, because I don't think you don't really need much details to apply for the YouTube partnership program. Even the tax is something you can feel as soon as you're setting up your channel for monetization. So there is not much details, and if maybe you're confused on the full setup, that is what you actually need, you can check out this video on my channel because I explained it in details. I broke it down with pictures of what you need to apply for the YouTube partnership program. Okay, so in conclusion, you just have to try your best to be safe and avoid some certain things for you to have a smooth monetization setup. Believe me, it's not really that serious. It's something you can do, and before you know it, you finally start earning money here and cashing your money directly into your dollar account. Okay, so if you have any question, as usual, try your best to make sure to drop it in the comments. And as always, I'm gonna see you all in my next video. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to do well to like this video, drop me your comments. Lastly, do not forget to share so that I can get to a lot of other YouTubers out there. And as always, I'll see you all in my next one.